Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So Zarius Challenge, the advanced trial, has felt a lot of power creep over the years. We've had an entire combat rework after it's been released. We've had now the Band of Air, and along with that even our enchantment rework, which has given us a boost of like 20,000 item level. Overall, we have obtained a bit more damage increase, that's for sure. People have gotten used to this trial and we're just running it here with this group. We got a few randoms added in. We only had a few of our core group, and the mechanics are still fairly straightforward. They really haven't changed anything in this trial since it did launch way back then, and unfortunately they still haven't added any good farmable rewards. So it's only a trial that you're going to do every now and again for the novelty of it. The weapons, however, you can unbind them now and then you can sell them, but still it doesn't really warrant to run this trial because you're still going to need those unbind tokens, and most of us who did go and do this trial back in the day have plenty of the reagents or the resources where you can simply buy the weapons and then go and sell them. I know myself, I have plenty. I never bothered to get that exclusive lion mount that you could get after completing this trial 200 times because unfortunately it's not unique. It was just an item which you could get from any giveaway that people would do from some code, and so it wasn't something special like with Tower of the Mad Mage, and it's still really unfortunate how they never added good rewards to the trial. Tower of the Mad Mage was great fun. You had rings you could sell. You had the set which you could sell. The set from this trial, Zariel, is absolute garbage. Nobody's running with that. At least the set from Tower of the Mad Mage was somewhat viable and you could use it. Now, I'm here running it on Bard DPS. I spec'd that out using a few features which the devs did overlook, but overall, yeah. Let's not talk about the DPS on the Bard. It can perform pretty well in its current state. However, there's definitely needing some bug fixes here and there, some things which have been overlooked and in my opinion should get adjusted. But if that happens, the Bard drastically needs an increase on its power magnitudes and some of its effectiveness. But with that said, again, this trial has felt a ton of power creep and has become so much easier. We call artifacts and we can get one of these golems down within a matter of 15 seconds and then we're on to the next one. Like, the tank barely takes the tank buster there. They don't even have to switch because the other guy is dead, and overall you're skipping quite a lot of mechanics. But again, it's just super sad that there's no real reason to run it. This trial is really fun in my opinion with the way the mechanics are set up. They're quite unique. The mechanics themselves are set up in a way that looks really good, and overall it's quite a novelty to run this trial. It's just very unrepeatable. There's nothing to obtain. But again, yes, this trial has become a lot easier. Still no reason to run it, and overall I'm just a bit disappointed what the devs have done and their thinking moving forward. For example, they did the same with Crown of Keldagon. Now there's real no loot in there, not even a set. The only good things is some companion gear, and you get that pretty quick, and otherwise the weapons, which I don't even use. So again, I'm just going to let the rest of this run play out and you can watch it for yourselves if you're interested in this trial and haven't actually played it yourself. You may have seen footage back on the past, but if you're a newer player, that's probably unlikely and you're wondering what this trial is all about. Well, yeah, essentially you're going to unlock it by completing the Path of the Fallen campaign, I believe. And once that's done, you do unlock the trial, but it's pretty challenging. There is a standard version to it, but still there's zero incentive to run it because there's no real rewards in there. You can learn, of course, some of the basic mechanics in there, but most of them you can just sit and tank them all together because you don't take a lot of damage and it's not very punishing, which did lead it to a bit of, what people would consider a bit of a failure in that regard, because there's no real reason to farm it. There's no real reason to run it because the mechanics are so simple. But again, potentially they'll, make the rewards okay. They might add it to the random trial queue and make it even easier than it is. But trying to put trials in the random trial queue is a bit of a mess, because if there's anything new and you get some random person who never heard of it, they're just going to fail this mechanic. And if it's a mechanic which can wipe the group, then Rip. And you just get everybody killed. And so I'll leave it at that and just let the rest of the run play out. Enjoy!
One open.
One open. Yeah. Daunting. Clusters AoE. Come together. Then. Arties. Cluster.
Ah, ich mach Daily.
Da für Hypo ist Seelensturm eigentlich noch besser sein.
Was?
Der Soulstorm oder wie das heißt, dieser Tornado.
Ich mach ja beides.
Daunting Clusters
Echt?
AoE.
Ich brauch meine Daily eigentlich nicht.
No, 8 Runes, 8 Runes.
8 Room after the Suffering Safe
Ja, ja.
Spot, oder?
Hinter mir noch offen. Safe Spot.
Where the safe spot over here?
Here is a Safe
In
Spot.
all the corners.
Nicht? Hier? Und jetzt drücken wir uns alle weg, oder was?
So
Ey.
ist das immer.
Was soll das?
Jetzt, now Daunting Clusters AoE. And then White Noise. Together, White Noise. Wait for Artis after spread. Artis. Oh, we are phasing soon, maybe.
Bleibe ich jetzt mit Gwen bei dem einen oder nicht?
Ja, ja. Und du bleibst bei uns. We are phasing. Nur du bleibst bei mir.
Okay.
Oh, hier ist sie.
Moment, bin ich jetzt mit dem falschen drauf am Hauen? Ja. Nein.
Switch. Switch.
Except me,
Artis.
right?
We don't
Yeah.
have artists. No, don't do too much on him. We don't
Yeah,
have
no, no.
artists. Oh, away on one side.
Wait, other side is a bit. Okay, kill the other Olantios. Kill Olantios. Kill Olantios now. And Gwen, stay here. Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm shooting the other guy because he's needs
Yeah,
more
yeah,
damage
nice.
on him.
Perfect, perfect.
Nice.
Deathless, deathless. Oh, maybe.
No, we already died.
I need Deathless. I never got Deathless Ariel.
But the cape is ugly, trust me, I'm using it.
It's got some
The cape
nice
is ugly. I'm using it.
artists.
Yep.
Warum macht... Hä?
Tankbuster, ja, ja.
Oh, yeah, that damage.
Ja, ich war faul. Nur das Nötigste.
Red.
Machst du auch nur Rechtsklick?
The Daunting Cluster AoEs.
Ah,
After the Hypo.
Yeah, after Hypo.
Fine, I hear you.
I know
Junge.
this because I need... Früher habe ich
Laster.
meine Daily dafür immer gebraucht.
das ist so hell, du siehst nichts.
Da macht er auch dieses Blumen aus.
Of the cluster.
Someone has this.
Ich habe schon Hypo gehabt.
And we're done. We
Yeah,
could use
done.
artists as.
Yeah.
She's dead. Okay.
Oh,
GG.
maybe next one Deathless?
Yeah. Just kick everybody who dies.
Oh,
I
I
will.
got the legendary insignia.
Lol, really? Geht's halt?
Better loot than cock.
The golden plated ring. I don't know if it's even good. Can someone check?